Alright, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to MILLWALL Human Series. We start this episode with a game against Southampton at home, and this is another voiceover commentary because just to mix things up, I guess. And yeah, we have our best side possible besides Benzia out, and yeah, we obviously have a couple of injuries like Marzouk, but I wanted to give Murphy a try at that false 9 role or center attacking mid. I'm not really sure what it is. To me it's more like a false 9, so Benzia and Murphy can actually play there. And yeah, now we had a bit of a better start to the game, but now Southampton here get a huge penalty, and actually Webster and Goodman were playing because they wanted some playing time. And yeah, just look what Webster does here. It's actually ridiculous. Obviously it is me who made the tackle. Just stupid and completely annihilates who was it, Wellington or something? I don't know. But it is Tardich at the penalty. And can we actually say that? And oh my god, he actually hit the crossbar. That's unbelievable. The computer really struggles with penalties, but with this 0-0 we went to halftime. Really not a spectacular game. There was a couple of good chances, but I think that 0-0 was pretty deservingly, because no team was really decisive with their chances. I guess we had a couple better chances than Southampton had the penalties, so I guess it was a pretty fair result. So now Schneiderlin with the ball here to Rodriguez, and he makes a nice 1-2 pass with the post and somehow manages to miss that. I have no idea how you could be paid for playing this game and you can miss that. That is ridiculous, but obviously I'll take it. And yeah, now I decided to bring on Benzia and Wolford, and yeah, obviously Benzia to hopefully give us that goal that gives us the 3 points here, because against Southampton, a team that's actually struggled this year. And look at that, I have no idea what he did here. They did there. Do you want to dive or something? I don't know. But yeah, against Southampton, a team that kind of struggled this year. You want to win at home, but at the 89th minute they decided to time waste, and yeah, it was ridiculous. When the computer does that, you just can't get the fucking ball. And yeah, the ref eventually blew his whistle and ended up being a 0-0. So yeah, 2 draws in a row, which hasn't happened to us all season, and now just 2 draws like right after each other. But again, a 0-0 draw, again no scoring goal, but then again also not conceding, which is actually nice. And now we have a game against Aston Villa. First we have a monthly scouting update from Charlie Wilson, and all those guys, I just don't like when they have a low minimum potential and a high maximum potential, because you just don't know what you get. So I keep scouting them just so I have a more of a clear look at them. And I also kind of want players who already have a nice overall to start off with. But yeah, we're now at Villa Park. It's a away game against Aston Villa, and they actually have Benteke on the bench, which is pretty nice, but they still have Nzopia, and Aston Villa a pretty tough side to face, and I had to learn that like the hard way in this game, as they very early on get a nice chance. I don't think I even touched the ball, but Ford with a nice save, even though he kind of hit it straight at him, so wasn't that tough of a save. But there Ford with a pretty good one. And now Devante Cole gets the first chance for us, and I definitely should not have finessed it there. Should have just banged it in. And now Donza gets the ball, but Senderos manages to clear that. And now Benzia with free kick here, and it just hits straight at the wall. But Donza gets the ball back, plays it to Bevis here, who plays it back to Matthew Briggs. And now we had a couple guys up front, so I figured I could get a nice chance here. And look at that nasty pass by Dominic Anderson, and Nabry's finished there. But oh my god, that pass by Dominic Anderson, that was ridiculous. That has to be one of my favorite goals in his career mode. I mean, the finish was nice and everything, but that pass, I didn't even press R1, which makes like a flare pass. He just did it like without me even asking him to do it. And yeah, just another look at that. That was ridiculous, that back heel, and it was perfect. And Nabry with the near post finish makes it 1-0 to us. And almost straight after that, they managed to equalize. Luckily, they missed that one wide. And then again, some chaos in the penalty box, but luckily we managed to clear that. And with this 1-0 advantage, we managed to go into halftime, which is pretty nice because on the roads, like pretty much every game in the BPL is tough. So especially against Aston Villa, who have a pretty solid side. And now back to some shitty goals by the computer. We've seen enough of them in this career mode, and here's another one. I guess it wasn't that bad, but it was just weird the way Castelletto kind of glitched from the ball. I don't know, we'll take another look at that, because yeah, right there you kind of think he would clear it, but he just kind of slips through, and just, I don't know, it was just ridiculous. And just 7 minutes into the second half, they actually managed to equalize, and after that they went totally on pressure. They were completely dominant in the midfield. I just couldn't get past the midfield line. They got some very good chances, even though pretty much all of them were by crosses, so those were actually not the hardest ones to clear. And yeah, again another draw, so 3 consecutive draws. I think up to the Everton game last episode, we have not had a single draw this season, and now 3 in a row. That's just crazy. And yeah, Serge Gnabry scoring for us. First goal since like 2 games where we didn't score at all. And yeah, now we have a game against QPR back at home, a little London derby there. And here I decided to play Gnabry at center attacking mid. I went back to my 4-1-2-1-2 just because I've used the 4-4-1-1 a lot lately, and I just kind of wanted to go back to the 4-1-2-1-2, especially since we haven't had the greatest form recently. And again, look at that shitty goal, like right at the start, at the 7th minute. I mean, what the fuck was that with Akpaguma there? We're gonna take a look at it again as they celebrate this complete shame of a goal, really, and then they have luck with the post, and just so frustrating, those goals you concede sometimes against world-class difficulty. And Ford is like, come on EA, what the fuck is that? Seriously EA, come on. But yeah, let's take another look at that. Seriously, how has the ball bounced off of Akpaguma so weird? And I'm done complaining about this game. There's just no point to it, really. But we get a nice chance here as Gnabry though gets fouled, and we get a free kick. And you know we have one of the greatest free kick takers in the league, pretty much. Yassine Benzia, can he score from 26 yards? Of course he can. Oh my god, Benzia, his free kick is just so amazing. And just a couple minutes after they scored, we managed to equalize. And actually that free kick wasn't the best one he's ever taken, but luckily it still went in. I think the goalie had a pretty good chance at saving that, but then again it was pretty nice right next to the post, so very well placed. But still, a better keeper would have saved that, definitely, if you ask me. But anyways, Benzia again hitting a free kick. I have no idea how many free kicks he scored already for us, but there they almost answer back right away, and Ford with an awkward kind of save attempt actually makes it dangerous again, but we managed to clear it. Now Leroy who plays it to Joker, and he gets fouled by Declan John, and it's again a fucking penalty. What is it with the penalties in this episode? And this time it was really unfortunate because I wasn't even tackling him. He was just standing in his way, Declan John was, and he tried to take a shot and kind of slips, and yeah. Don't ask me, really. This game is weird sometimes. But now Wickham with the penalty, Ford in the completely wrong direction, and QPR managed to go ahead again 2-1 this time. And now to the 45th minute, we have a nice chance here as Gnabry all by himself. Surely he's gonna make that. No, obviously not. Murphy this time with a nice save there. And actually we get a corner out of that. Benzia is about to take it here, and hopefully we can find Beavers or someone, and we do, but he doesn't get it, and somehow the ball falls to Devante Cole, and he manages to equalize at 2 apiece just before halftime. And yeah, this time we score a computer goal pretty much. It was pretty weird, it's just kind of chaos in the penalty box, and somehow Devante Cole gets that, and with a nice finish with his left foot, which is I think his weaker foot. Not 100% sure, but he scores his 5th goal of the season, which is pretty nice for a striker that doesn't even start usually. But he stepped in for Yunus Numerzuk after he got injured, and QPR just a couple moments after the second half began, they managed to go up ahead again 3-2 this time, and we just made it way too easy there and definitely deserved to go down again. Devante Cole with a beautiful chance here, but Murphy was there just early enough to save that. Now Williams with the ball here, passes to Devante Cole, and Murphy again with a great save there. And this game just wasn't ours, really. And we actually lose this one against QPR, which you really don't want to, because QPR I think they're rather at the bottom of the second half of the table, and you definitely want to win that game, even if you are a promoted side. But we've had such a good season that you would kind of expect that. And yeah, we're 3rd right now, which is still amazing, and we have a game in hand, so we could actually close the gap to Chelsea with by 3 points. But yeah, Spurs are in front and Chelsea, like I said, behind, and we're actually in front of Manchester United, which is pretty funny. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did. Next episode is going to be a live commentary again, so hope you guys tune in next time. See you guys then. Goodbye.